I have been thinking for days at a time. There ain't no break that I get when alive. Maybe that's why I barely get sleep or be closing my eyes. And that ain't a lie. That's just the life that I'm living. And even if I'm living high and I'm getting by, while all your bitches be selling and scamming and begging and bribe, what happened to pride is taking a slide. With all of the hate that you keeping aside, I roll with my dogs.
Yo, what's cracking? I'm lacking. I'm back in it, bitches. It's Tanner AUX back again with Top 5 Thursdays. And today we're going to jump right into it. I will say two things. Getting over being sick, so I'm coughing. Excuse that. And I got March Madness on in the background. However, today, the top 5 for this Thursday is going to be Tanner AUX's top 5 favorite sports teams. Let's go. Jump right into it. Number 5. Well, first of all, if you know me, you probably already know what my number 1 is. Not too hard to tell. But number 5, I am a Seattle fan, so I'm going to go ahead and say the Seattle Kraken. At number 5, I love myself some hockey. I've been to a few Thunderbirds games. Have not had the chance to go to a Kraken game. But man, being right there on that glass, watching them get slammed, seeing and hearing that puck hit the glass, it's something special, man. Hockey's a different sport. I love it. But 5 would be the Kraken. Number 4, I give the Chicago Bulls. You know, there's no certain specific relation to that team other than I loved watching, obviously, highlights of Michael Jordan because I wasn't alive. Well, I was like, I think, 2 years old when he went to the final, his last three-peat with the Bulls. When he went to that last final, I think I was 2 years old. Oh, my God, big boy just hit backboard off bank. Sorry, I told you I'm watching March Madness in the background, too, so if I get distracted. But top 5, and yeah, 4 is the Bulls, Michael Jordan, Derrick Rose. My God, Derrick Rose is one of my favorite players to watch. If he didn't get that knee injury, I truly think dude would have been, instead of LeBron and MJ, we would have been talking about D Rose and MJ. I truly believe that. Not taking away anything from LeBron, I think he's great, but if D Rose would have not had that injury affect him like it did. He was the youngest to ever win MVP of the league. I believe he was a rookie. Correct me if I'm wrong. It could have been a sophomore year, but he was a rookie when he won the MVP. Dude was putting up points. Excuse me. And just watching him attack the basket was just something special, man. Like, it was incredible. So the Chicago Bulls at 4, and it's specifically because of D Rose and Mike J, baby. Number 3, we've got the Seattle Mariners. People think that I don't like the Hawks, thinks I don't like Seattle teams. But that's not the case. I just don't like the Hawks. So, number 3, Seattle Mariners. We had a run this season. We were so close to getting to that World Series, baby. But, excuse me, we'll be back stronger this season. And I truly think we'll get there this year. So, hopefully all the Seattle-Atonians, Seattleites, all you guys loving baseball in Seattle and the state of Washington can reap the rewards of a great baseball team finally and get to the World Series. I know we were in the playoffs, 3-4 years ago and fell up short in the wild card. But last year was something special. And sports, it brings people together. Sports and music bring people together. So if the Mariners are winning, Seattle's most likely going to be a little more nicer of a city. But that's number 3, Seattle Mariners. Number 2, this one's actually, excuse me, sorry. I'm going to give you my what if number 2. So I'm pretty sure, and I heard that Vegas and Seattle are bringing NBA teams in 2028. If that's the case and the Sonics come back, then sitting at number 2 would gladly, happily, and no contest be the Seattle Supersonics, baby. We haven't had them for almost 2 decades now. It's been a wild, wild ride. And could you imagine, just imagine, what that would do for the city of Seattle? Having the Hawks, having the Kraken, having the Mariners, and then bringing in the Sonics? Seattle's already one of the bigger sports cities besides, New York, LA, Vegas, obviously. Seattle's right there. We got almost every sports team other than an NBA team. We got hockey a couple years back. Now it's time for them Supersonics to come back and start making waves. So at number 2, the Seattle Supersonics, if they come back. And before I go on to number 1, Kevin Durant's contract ends in 2028. Russell Westbrook's been on 1-2 year contracts. So if they do come back, maybe a farewell tour for Brody and KD, baby, which then brings me into my currently actual number 2, which, is there. Russell Westbrook. I just mentioned him. Whatever team Russell Westbrook is on is my second favorite team. When he was on the Thunder, man, watching that, oh my God, watching him just explode through the paint, not to the paint, through it. He'd be going past defenders, spinning past defenders, hitting 360 dunks. Dude when he was in his prime, I'll say this, he was hands down the best point guard in the NBA. No questions asked when he was in his prime. Not only any point guard, but tell me any NBA player ever in history to average 2 triple-doubles through a season, through back-to-back seasons. Triple-double one season, triple-double next season. I think the only downside of Russell Westbrook is he does not play well with other superstars. And he, unfortunately, in Oklahoma City was not able to get it done solo by himself. I hope he gets a ring, but I think he's gotten in his own way sometimes. He wants to be the man and prove he's it. And you are it, getting triple-doubles in back-to-back seasons. But when they key on to you and you got no one to help you, it's hut, bro. So Russell Westbrook, that's number 2 for my favorite all-time sports teams. And number 1, I'll give you a second to guess it. Don't get it wrong. Bam, you guessed it right. It was the Cleveland Browns. I've been a Cleveland Browns fan for as long as I can remember. I just went to a game in London last year. I have aspirations to go to their game in Paris this year against the Saints in October. Man, we could sit here and talk for ever about the Browns, which I'll get into tomorrow, Friday, when we talk about our Browns video, getting down with the dog pound. But the Cleveland Browns have been through it, man, mainly at quarterback. We've had the most starting quarterbacks in the last, I think it was decade, than any other team combined. And you can take the 2nd through 10th place teams who had the most starting quarterbacks throughout the last 20 years since 2000, and Cleveland Browns still has more than all of them combined. So if we can get Shadir, we've been doing great, which I talked about in the free agency last week on the Getting Down with the Dog Pound. They've been adding some pieces for Shadir to start looking nice. Hopefully Judkins come back strong. O-line getting adding some defensive players. We just need to go after Cardinal Tate or get a good receiver. And I think we're doing great. But the Cleveland Browns, that will never not be my number 1 team. I don't care if I say how pissed I am, how disgusting the Browns play, how embarrassed I am at that. Like, the Cleveland Browns, I bleed orange and brown, baby. Like, I am the Cleveland Browns. So, man, if you're watching this, Cleveland, give me some tickets or something. I'm trying to come to your game. But I am actually going to Cleveland this year with my buddy. We're going to see a game in Cleveland and a game in Buffalo. So, he likes the Bills. I told him if he go to Cleveland with me, I'll go to Buffalo. But man, it's hard to put into words the exact feeling of a Cleveland Browns fan. But I'll tell you this, the second the Cleveland Browns make the Super Bowl or even make the playoffs, guess who the first person that everybody thinks about that knows me? I'm the first, Tanner AUX is Cleveland Browns. Tanner's Browns are doing good. A lot of people texting me, calling me, you watch. I give the Browns I give them a playoff appearance this year. And they're going to be great, man. But that's the Cleveland Browns. So stay tuned for tomorrow to check out Getting Down with a Dog Pound. This was the amazing top 5 of Tanner AUX. Top 5 sports teams. Again, at number 5, you got the Kraken. At number 4, you got the Chicago Bulls. At number 3, you got the Seattle Mariners. At number 2, you've got the Supersonics, if they come back. And if not, Russell Westbrook, whatever team he's on. And then at number 1, you got the Cleveland Browns, baby. So much love and respects. Thank you guys for tuning in to another one of these top 5s with Tanner AUX. And until next time, everybody, you know what it is, AUX.
I have been thinking for days at a time. There ain't no break that I get when alive. Maybe that's why I barely get sleep or be closing my eyes. And that ain't a lie. That's just the life that I'm living. And even if I'm living high and I'm getting by, while all your bitches be selling and scamming and begging and bribe, what happened to pride?